Welcome to The Push.
This is episode 38.
I'm Steve Machine Curran.
Kevin Big Daddy Allwood.
And today we have Lap Win on the show. Welcome, Lap.
Hey guys, thank you. I'm really honoured.
It's been a long time. We've been trying to get this in motion for a long time. Lap's a very busy man.
I try.
There's a lot of strings to your bow.
There is. It's multifaceted.
Strings to my bow.
There's just before we get interrogating Lap, we've had a bit of a break. We've been very busy. You've had birthday parties. You've been renovating. You've had kitchens.
Got a tan.
You've got a tan. Tried to diet.
Still fat.
Still fat. I've been doing lots of BJJ.
Yeah.
Loving it. Running sprints. I'm fucking reborn.
That's good, Steve.
No, I feel really happy.
Yeah, that's good.
Born again, Steve.
Yeah.
You seem more content.
I do, man. Yeah, I think.
And kind of, that whole at peace, calm, relaxed vibe that Marcelo has.
Yeah.
You kind of getting in there too. With that same sort of,
I think
chill vibe.
I think when you're getting like choked out or armbarred regularly, or you're in a situation where like someone's on top of you, you can't breathe, and all you can do is think, okay, I need to think my way out of this somehow.
Yes.
It's really good life lessons because you're thinking, and then you do something like, oh, there's some traffic or something. You go, well, it's not as bad as BJJ. It's not as hard as BJJ.
Right.
Really, and
Puts things into perspective.
Yeah, and I think after 10 years of that, like he's done,
yes,
roundabout, there's that serenity there where you just the obstacles, the normal daily obstacles in life, just become like
fade away into insignificance.
Yeah.
I guess it's like creative thinking around the problem, right?
Yeah.
There's more than one way.
For sure. Yeah. There's that book called The Obstacle is the Way, right? And it's like that where you're just you're forced to just sit with it and go, okay, I need to find an angle or a way around this to survive. And it's a great life lesson. It's pretty cool. I found with bodybuilding, what I would just be doing, it was just sort of diversion in a way. Like it's really hard, and the training would be uplifting when I did it. But a lot of the times I was so obsessed with it that I was actually just ignoring obstacles in the rest of my life.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, we know people that still are doing that with their life, with their bodybuilding. It doesn't have to be bodybuilding; it could be anything, where it just becomes like
and addiction.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Have you ever done any martial arts?
Oh, my background's in Muay Thai.
Yeah.
I started off with karate when I was a kid. I was the fattest kid in year 6.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I started off with karate. I got up to a brown belt, and then the grading started getting pretty hard.
Right.
So my parents, my mother's like, maybe we'll call it there.
Right.
So I took up kickboxing.
That was harder. So just going back to you were a big kid, were you?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I was the fattest kid in year 6.
Wow. And so you're born in Australia?
No. I came here when I was about 4.
Okay. So what's your background?
Burmese.
Burmese. Okay. And so do you have any recollection of Burma?
No, not really. Just a flight over, and me eating what's that cheese in red wax?
Oh yeah.
Baby bells.
Yes.
No one told me it was wax.
I see, you ate the red wax. Yeah, cool. How was that for you?
I don't remember.
Well, you remember.
Chewy.
Yeah. Okay, not very nutritious.
Nah.
Because you came here when you're 4, and was that with your mum and dad?
Yeah. Oh, I had 2 brothers.
2 brothers, right?
And none of you spoke English when you got here, I presume?
Nah. Like throughout my whole, I guess, kindergarten and all that was about fitting in.
Right.
So that's all I try to focus on. And now that a couple of years ago, I kind of reflected on all the occupations that I've done.
Right.
And it's really surreal that everything's being a DJ, bouncer, personal trainer. Someone wants to know.
Right.
So someone wants to know either to get into the club or like playing in a band. And it wasn't until I kind of backtracked why I did what I did.
What the motivations were. Yeah.
Oh, there's an underlying need to be
Liked.
Yeah.
And
what I found was I've developed an ability to build rapport.
Yeah.
rather rapidly if I want to.
Yeah, I know. Well, I moved from England when I was 10, but I'm coming from another sort of Western English speaking country, and now it was really hard for me. I used to cry in class, and I got
Because you were like a little girly boy.
Yeah, pretty much. No, some things don't change. And like I moved to North Queensland and couldn't really speak the language because it is a different language up there. But I can only imagine coming from Burma where you don't speak the language, of darker skin, and you know, I mean, did you suffer?
Completely different culture.
Was it? Did you experience racism when you were growing up?
No, I don't think so, because I just got used to being the odd one.
Right. Okay.
Were there other, was it mixed races in your classes at school? Were there like other brown kids and wob kids and like was it
just all white?
Yeah, like back then.
This
like,
is in Sydney?
Yeah, in Ashfield.
Okay. A lot of Asians then, maybe?
Not at that time.
Okay.
Because I remember my mum used to pack me a lunchbox with rice, and everyone was like,
yeah,
what was that? And all I wanted was a ham and cheese sandwich.
Yeah. It's funny, that story, I've heard from so many different people of so many different ethnicities coming to Australia. Gabriella was the same. Gabriella would get packed prosciutto and stuff like that in her lunchbox, and it was Italian. And all she wanted to have was like fit in like a cheese sandwich or something.
Yeah.
And what did they make? Her mum, that's right, she wanted to have at dinner was a hamburger, right? And she wasn't allowed to have McDonald's. The mum had to make the hamburgers, you know, because that's what Italian mums do. They just cook.
Yeah.
So if you're not going to get a takeout.
Yeah.
But the being big, did that cause you issues? What was that? Were you overeating or were you just?
No, because I moved around a little bit. So my parents were in Ashfield renting,
right?
And they bought a place in Western Sydney,
right? And
then, as I got used to one demographic and group of kids, I was pulled out of that and into another demographic.
Yeah.
And then as my parents saved money, they sent me to a private school, and then that was a whole different demographic again.
And so where did you go to school?
I went to school at Ashfield Public.
Alright. What's there?
Ashfield Public, and then Crawford, which was out west in Doonside, and then St John's Vianney, that's in Doonside, St Agnes in Rudy Hill,
right.
Loyola College. So yeah.
So you went to all these different colleges?
Yeah. So my high school finished at year 10, and then senior high school 11, 12.
Right. And your brothers as well?
Yeah. They went. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. And they're still in Sydney?
No, my oldest brother's back in Burma, and my other brother's here. Yeah.
And that's all right. We've got enough power.
Yeah.
Kevin, we just thought we might have had a technical issue. Lap actually, one of the strings to Lap's bow is that he works in sound engineering and for musical things. So, but even the experience he'd never actually quite seen a recording studio in the mansion of this level, had you?
It's great.
Yeah, I mean, and of course the two Brazilian assistants that we have downstairs. I don't know if did you get to see it?
Foot massage as you came in?
Hola.
No, but at what stage did you start getting in shape? And so I guess this happened when you did Muay Thai and karate and things like that.
Yeah, as a byproduct, just because I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
And then I guess it gave me a sense of belonging.
Right.
Group.
Yeah.
But yeah, so after that, I got into the gym when, I guess, in year 10.
Right. Okay.
Thereabouts.
Yeah.
And then I just kept with it.
Yeah. Did you ever compete in martial arts?
No.
Right. Okay. Yeah, because I've seen you like doing pad work and stuff with some of your clients.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's fun. I mean, like once you can explain why you're doing what you're doing rather than just a fitness drill.
Yes.
You can get a little bit more engaged into why you turn a certain way, why you turn your shoulders in a little bit.
Right.
If they can see the benefits of that, it's a lot more, I guess, engaging for myself.
Yeah, they get more invested.
Yeah.
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 So that's one. So you've got a martial arts background. You train, obviously. So and you're a PT at City Gym. You've also got some businesses such as your mum. Do you have a eBay business?
Sorry.
You have an eBay business?
Yeah, so it's a fiberglass. Oh, it's an import business,
Right.
which my brother started. So my brother started in the fiberglass game, and used mum's warehouse. Mum's backyard has a warehouse, so he built all these racks, and then he pissed off overseas for a little bit, and so mum had a backyard full of car body kits.
Right.
For Japanese sports cars.
Right. Like.
And so she decided to sell it on eBay.
So these are sort of cars that get default, like, what do you call it?
Like Supras.
WRXs.
What's that movie?
Oh, Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift.
Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, Fast. Yeah. So since that time,
So really annoying people.
Yeah. So the funniest thing is watching this 17-year-old guy with a Supra buy this bumper off a 65-year-old Asian lady.
That's cool.
It's great. And then like 5 years later, she's got a warehouse, and
Really?
And she's importing aquariums.
Everything.
Anything that she can get a hand on, because you just whack the label on, put it on eBay,
And put a percentage on it.
Yeah, so someone buys it. So I jumped into that a couple of years ago, just to brand it and make it a little bit more viable, and make it into more of a business. Right?
So when you say brand it, what do you mean by that? Like, you actually, so this has got a company name?
Yeah, so say we sell parts, but no one knew actually anything about
the company.
So when I jumped on board, we started sponsoring a few track cars. So we've got our logo on the cars.
Yeah, cool.
We'll do a few drift stuff, hill climbs. Just because with the sponsorships, there are eyes and ears on the ground.
Yeah.
They know what works. They know what doesn't work.
Right. And of course then you've got you're a musician as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I started music when I was in year 7. Started playing on the drums. Oh, actually, no, I started before that. Because one of my brothers used to play a bit, and he'll get bored of it. So every time he gets bored of it, I'll pick it up, and I started playing the keyboard, guitar, and then in year 10 I discovered the drums, which annoyed my neighbours.
Did you have a drum set at home?
Yeah.
Oh,
so I soundproofed my garage with
egg cartons.
Egg cartons, layer of foam, egg cartons, and just to disperse the noise a little bit.
Yeah, we used to play. We used to practice in our rumpus room at home, and we didn't have any soundproofing or anything like that. And we used just to punish our neighbours.
Yeah.
It was we. I think I told that story where the neighbours behind us were about to sign off on the sale of their house. And the new owners were about to buy it, and then they it was like the second inspection or something. They were really keen, and we started up our heavy metal band, and they walked out on the deal.
Oh no!
Because we were into death metal and stuff, and it was.
Did they come and?
No, that was the girl that I had sort of had the hots for, and she'd come and swim in our pool, and she said, "By the way, we were supposed to sell, and you guys fucked it up for us." It was just so loud.
Oh man!
Did you ever hook up with the girl?
No, but I used to just dump her on her and jerk off. I wasn't confident enough to hit on her. So, I was like 15 or something.
Right.
Anyway, those are the days.
I too used to have long hair.
Did you?
Yeah.
At least you still got hair. Did you?
Yeah, in my year 10 formal, I did a whole braided with red streaks in it. Like,
yeah, right.
If you think Corn or Limp Bizkit.
Yeah. Was that the stuff you were into?
Yeah. Like, but I played everything from like Latin to just whatever I can get my hands on. Yeah.
So the stuff you do at the moment, is that cover stuff you do now? Like, because you play a bit of the opera bar, don't you?
Oh yeah, I haven't played in a while, so I look after the sound for that place.
Right.
So it's me and a few other guys. So Sony does a few of their stuff there as well. Sony. Okay.
Yeah.
So whenever they're launching, whenever they're activating an artist,
right.
That's one of their
their venues.
So they might go Sunrise, do radio during the day,
right.
and then they're at lunchtime, and then.
So who's the biggest person you've had work for?
Oh, I did security. So I was in the security game too. I did security for U2.
Okay.
Who's that hot chick in Transformers?
Oh, Transformers.
The first one. I did.
Megan Fox.
I did the red carpet there. That was fun.
Yeah, right.
She was pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty good. She's put out. Sorry. Oh, sorry.
But yeah, like
Probably to someone.
yeah, just not that.
yeah.
So you're a busy man. You were saying the other day you're finding it hard to fit everything in.
Yeah, because like just the thing is, I find it hard to draw the line where fun stops, work begins, and I do all the sound stuff just because it gets me out of the gym, and it's a hobby, and I'm blessed that it can
Pays
be
money as well.
it can be an income stream.
So is that what's your favorite activity?
Job wise.
Oh, just in general.
Cleaning on the neighbour and in the pool.
Well, if you could devote all of your energy into one of these things, what would it be? Would it be the music or?
I think I have a hard time.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Right.
Because you like them all.
Yeah, because I mean, I don't know, like I haven't stopped moving this whole.
Yeah, I know. It's like, you do you have ADHD?
Not diagnosed.
But you do. It obviously you need to be doing multiple tasks to sort of be content, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, like one book that did change me because I'm not academic by far, but I read this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad.
I know that book, yeah.
And that just simplified, if just do what you like and try to find a way to find an income stream from it.
Yeah.
And I've just kept it that simple.
Right.
And I guess if you do it long enough, one day it's got to pay off.
Well, yeah, that's me and Kevin are doing this. We like it, but no one's paying us any money. But it's only been we're a year old.
Yeah.
1 year, and we've been slack.
And we have been slack. We've been really slack in the last few months.
Yeah, we have been.
Yeah. But that's all going to change.
We were going
Weekly at one stage, yeah.
Yeah.
We've had problems trying to get interesting guests like yourself, just into the mansion, the Bush mansion. Some people do find it intimidating walking up the gravel road past the Lamborghinis, but
and then there's the twin staircase at the foyer that you have to negotiate.
yeah, it's a long way
Do
up.
you go left or do you go right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a question for the times, really. We've just come back from we had lunch with the boys.
We did. There was 6 of us there.
Yeah, was it 6?
Yep, Jordo.
Us 3.
Yep, Jordo.
Oki,
Big
Knock,
and
Nick,
the big Brazilian.
the Brazilian weapon.
The Brazilian
Marcelo.
weapon. That's probably a better word than I was going to use.
Yes, don't use that word. Don't use that word. Yeah, so that was nice. And then prior to that, I was at a wedding for my friend and client Andy. You know Andy?
Yeah, it's her wedding.
So she got married today.
Okay,
It was
right.
just her and her partner Warren, and Gabrielle and I as witnesses.
Right,
It was really
okay.
nice. They were married on the foreshore at Milson's Point, with the harbour in the background.
And now they're all getting tanked.
And they are getting hammered. I was just relaying a story before. They're staying at the pub, and I parked the car, and at first Andy yells, I hear this, "You're a sexy motherfucker!" then she says, "Show us your sausage."
That's not Steve's partner. That's the one who
That's
just
not
got
my
married.
wife.
That's the one who
That's
just
the one who
got
just got married. Yeah. So
So this was a group of 4.
yeah. That's right. Yeah. I'm the only sober one. They're all going to get destroyed. But no, it's really nice. They're good people, and they've got an interesting story. They've known each other since they were 9 years old.
Wow.
Andy was 9 and he was 13, and they had a crush on each other then. They both moved on with their lives.
13-year-old with a 9-year-old.
Is that even? Well, it's not legal anyway. It's not consent. But nothing happened.
No, but when when I was 13,
And,
I'm not like 9-year-old girl.
Well, I think the crush. Andy was 9. She had the crush on
Sure,
Warren.
that makes sense.
It wasn't reciprocated.
Right.
Anyway, but so they'd always stayed in touch, and then Andy got married to this guy. Didn't treat her very well. and he forbade her to contact Warren.
Oh wow.
And Warren ended up with a lady, and then at some stage, both marriages went awry, and about in their mid-20s, they got together for a little while, but Andy then ended up back with the husband.
Oh.
She had kids with her husband. He had kids with his wife, and then 16 years later, they hadn't spoke, and Warren, the bloke, had never had Facebook, and his mate said, "We're in Bali, let's just set up Facebook for you." I don't know. He says, "I don't know anyone, but I'll just set it up anyway." And a little while later, and he didn't even know how to use it. His mate saying, "This chick, this Andrea chick, has been messaging you, and trying to say hi," and it was Andy who tracked her down.
Wow.
And
She had tracked him down, and
on-
he only set it up.
Yes.
And she happened to.
Yes.
And she was the first person to.
And she
message him on
messaged
Facebook.
him, and Andy, being Andy, because she just doesn't mince words, said, "Do you want to meet up with me for a weekend?" And they've been together ever since.
Wow.
How fucking awesome is that?
So 16 years
So
later.
what was
how
that?
long ago was that? 16 years.
So they've been together 8 years now,
Oh wow.
and so it's like fucking the universe kept trying to bring them together. How cool is that? And yeah, it was beautiful seeing them get married. It was really nice.
That's amazing.
So yeah, it's a pretty cool story. Yeah, so I'm full of love and happiness today, and too many sweet potato chips.
And they weren't even your potato chips.
No, they were mine.
Oh, were they?
I hope so. I ate them all.
I thought they were myself.
No, muscle is eating clean.
You played with your burger for a bit.
Yeah, I often play with my burger. Sorry, like, we have very infantile humour.
If no one else is going to play with it for you, play
Yeah,
with it
well,
for yourself.
I'm an old man now. How old are you?
36,
Oh, you're
I
a
think.
kid.
83. I was born 83. That.
Oh, I don't know. He's the mathematician.
What? Trying to work out if he's 36 or not?
Yeah.
Yes, he's 36.
83 from 2016.
29.
2019.
Jesus
Fucking
Christ.
hell. I told you I'm not very good at
You
maths.
just got to go for 3 to 9. That's 6. That's all you need to know.
Okay.
So I'm 36.
Either that or 26 or 46.
He knows the all the numbers of pi. Do you?
Only 50 decimal places.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't do it.
Oh,
Oh, you can if you want. Do you want to? Go on.
someone might check it. 3.14159265358979323846264 264-338-32795028841971693993751. You can check it.
That's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Have you used that?
How? Measuring the speed of light?
You measure the circumference of a circle with a pi. No, well, actually, see what happened was I was
Is
at
that what pi's for?
yeah.
Fuck, you see who failed maths and who
You
passed.
use it to measure circle circumferences and areas and shit like
Is
that.
that what they call it, pi, because it's shaped like a pie?
Yeah, that's why. It's for dummies like you, so you don't forget what it's about. It's about a circle.
That's a whole... But how do I know that they're just not random numbers you make? I could just go 4, 5, 12, 34...
I could say the exact same 50 decimal places again. You can check and see if,
Okay.
see if it's
All
the
right,
same.
I'm going to rewind it and check. Actually,
You can.
listeners,
You can.
if you want to check that.
I was at university with my mate, and we were so bored in the class we were in that this is pre-internet.
Right.
I had a printout of pi to 1,000 decimal places or something, so we just
Right.
learned 10. We were going to these lectures, not paying attention.
I learned 10 at a time.
Memorising 10, and then the next 10, and then the next 10, and
Wow.
the next 10. We had memorised 110,
Jesus.
and we had an exam one day, and both of us in the exam, not knowing the other one had done it, got into a different question,
Right.
and gone, oh, I have no idea what the answer to this is.
And
So
wrote the
I
number.
wrote, I have no idea what this is, but
Here's the number.
the pi to 100 decimal places is, and then wrote it out, right?
Yeah.
And my friend Tony did
Did
the
the
same
same
thing on one of the other questions in the same test, and the teacher
Thought you cheated.
no compared them and circled one of the digits on mine and put a cross and said it was wrong, and he got half a mark and I got 0, but I was actually right and he'd made the mistake. on the
Right. The
digit.
teacher was wrong.
No, my friend was wrong.
Oh, right.
The teacher didn't know what pi was. He just compared my test to Tony's test.
Right.
Because we both done the same thing.
Right.
And he compared them. Anyway, yeah.
So that's to measure the surface area of a circle.
You
Yeah.
use pi to measure the circumference, to measure the area. You use pi r squared.
Yeah.
Pi times the radius squared equals the.
Do you remember that from school? I remember it. I was just completely
I think the
baffled.
area. I think the area of a circle is pi times the radius squared. I think that's what it is.
Yeah, something like that.
That's only pastry and maths, isn't it?
Well, what?
That's only pastry and maths.
Pastry.
That's no croissants. It's just pie.
Yeah, that's it. The only pastry. Yeah, you're funny.
That's a bad joke.
Yeah,
It was pretty
That
bad.
sounded
pretty
good in my
bad.
head.
But, yeah, you should have stayed there. Sorry, bro. But you what did you do after school? So you didn't
After
enjoy,
school-
didn't enjoy school?
No, I didn't do much at school. I did music.
Right.
I did music. I think a major was 200 hours. A minor was 100. I did about 350 hours of music.
Right.
So I was in the music room
All the time.
day, lunchtime, after school. And
Did
then,
you wag other classes to go and do music?
yeah, we got pulled out of other classes for rehearsal because we played in the school band.
Yeah.
And that was cool. Like, we used to play and we used to have people outside the music room just listening.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And then after school, I started a little. What did I do after school? I started a little business DJing. I was DJing. I was playing in bands.
What about that other business you told me about outside that you were doing while you were at school?
Oh, that's a side hustle.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But yeah.
Can't talk about that on camera.
Well, he probably could, but probably doesn't want to drop himself in.
Okay, that's right.
Yeah, side hustles.
Yeah.
King of side hustles.
Okay. Well, did you have like a entrepreneurial vibe about you?
Yes, he did.
No, well, it still does. Like it's like you always. It seems like you mentioned that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Yeah.
Was that so that was integral to? So before was money is money important to you?
No. Oh well, I mean, like it is, but the thing is,
That's not what's driving you though.
yeah, because I've lived with $300 a week, and I've lived with more, and
Yeah.
I'm happy because I don't have any kids or anything at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm happy to. I can
Do
make
your
do.
thing.
I can make do with $300. I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not really addicted to
Material stuff.
material stuff. I don't think I am anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just kind of like to do what I do. Like at this stage, I've got, say, I do a minimum of 2 gigs a weekend that covers all my living expenses. So I'm not really stressed to do much. Like stressed to chase clients, and I'll take on clients when they come.
Yes.
But yeah, it's at the moment I'm just trying to find balance because things will come up and I'll say yes, and so I'll have a gig toward maybe 10:30, 10:45, and then I'll be up at 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah, you got some early clients.
But I'm learning because I tell because a lot of my clients, they train for more just to get away from work, mental health. That's what I found my little niche was like. I think in business you've got to play to your strengths.
For sure.
And when I started the personal training business years ago, I was trying to make it look like what I thought a personal training business
Yep.
should look like,
Yep.
and not what I was good at.
Yes.
And
I think a lot of people do that.
yeah. And you've got to get your feelers out and see,
Trial and error.
Yeah.
Okay, what works for you. A couple of years ago, Lap, you joined that business.
Oh yeah, the Cub.
club
Yeah.
thing. Do you know about that?
Yeah.
So explain that.
That was great. It was kind of like a little club where you
What was it called?
Cub, CUB, something United Businesses. So basically, if you wanted to join up, it cost. It was a little bit pricey, but it's only business owners, right? So and then that they ask you what you want to do in the next 3 months to 6 months, and they tee you up with another person in that field to
Right.
help you along.
Okay.
A lot of
with it.
networking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Building
it's
a business.
exclusively for business owners to
Right.
mingle with other business owners
Right.
and talk to people who might help mentor you and give you ideas and
And how did it pay off?
Well, I mean, like it gave me a little bit of insight on the clientele that I wanted to go after.
Right.
So a lot of executives, entrepreneurs looking at anxiety and management, stress management
Right.
through training. Because the healthier they are, the better business decisions they make.
Sure.
The better their team.
Yes.
And they're leading by example.
And so yeah, because I remember you talking to me a bit about that and about that's where you were heading. Has that come to fruition? Like, are you finding that you training people like that?
Yeah, because I've had a few referrals from a few say psychologists, counsellors, where they do all the head work and then they're like, okay, now you got to get fit and healthy. So that type of clientele, they're not overly concerned about their weight or their image,
having a six pack or anything like that.
They just want to train just to train.
Yeah.
And that's what gave me the idea, because like everyone stays in their lane, you know. Well, they should, like say GPs to physios to psychiatrists to trainers.
Yeah.
And I think it works well when everyone communicates and work together on the same page.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen all the time.
No. Yeah, it's interesting. You're right though. Like, people tend you develop a brand over time. Like, I mean, for me, I'm known as the trainer that will, I guess, push people hard. The leg, you know, they want to bring up their legs. They train with me, all the Steve machine sort of stuff. And I don't often get. I've got one or two. Most of my clients come to me because they want to train hard. Like they're not looking for well-being. They just want to just go hard and get results. So I mean, but I see what you mean. And for me, there's no point in me trying to do boxing classes with people, you know, or like holding pads for people. I think there's nothing worse than seeing a trainer that has come through school and is trying to be all things to everyone.
Yes.
You know, like holding pads for one person, no martial arts or boxing background, holding pads, and then trying to take someone through a bodybuilding routine, and then getting someone to try and deadlift and have no idea what they're doing. Just completely spreading themselves too thin. Yeah. And I think the way PTs are qualified in the training, it's very much like that. It's like you're just a PT, when in reality the really successful ones do, as you said, usually have some sort of niche. It's like Nick with powerlifting. People come to him because they want to improve their squat, bench and deadlift.
I think when you do your certificates to qualify, they try to spread you thinly like that. They say you've got to do a group class thing.
It's bullshit.
It is bullshit. You know, do you remember that?
For sure,
You have
I remember.
Participate and do the group
That's
class
right.
things.
Yeah.
It was compulsory.
That's right. Yeah.
And then you learn about special populations and elderly and pregnant women, and they try and cover every aspect, every demographic. Yeah,
and but for, I guess, some kids that are doing the course, they just literally have no idea. They haven't even got a sporting background.
Yeah.
But what else? And is there any other what other things do you do? Apart from don't get much sleep, obviously.
He's in a relationship that's been going on for
I haven't seen her training for a while.
Yeah, she doesn't listen. Oh, she's joined up.
It must be 8 or 10 years now.
Yeah, something like that. I'm not good with numbers.
You're gonna make her.
But yeah, she doesn't listen to me. So,
what's her name? Sorry,
Sam. And the other day she was doing the rear delts on the pec deck, and then the assisted chin up. And I'm like, oh, what are you doing that for? She goes, oh, my back fat.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, it's going to work well.
Okay.
Are you going to make an honest? We've just been at weddings. Are you going to make an honest woman of her?
Yeah. We're technically.
3 years. Yeah.
Are you trying to convince us, or you yourself?
No, so we're technically hitched already.
Right.
Just because I met her over in the Philippines.
Right.
When I was there for a wedding.
Right.
We kept in touch, and then I went back, saw her for a couple of days, and then the next thing, I got her a tourist visa.
Okay.
So she came here for 3 months.
Right.
So we didn't actually have a dating period.
Right. It's just all in.
Bang, and then the next visa that she could get was a
de facto
prospective marriage visa.
Right.
So you had 9 months to figure out if you wanted to get hitched or not.
Okay.
And then...
so you actually have gotten married at a registry office. So you're married?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Why didn't you just say that?
Oh, you are.
But you haven't had a
ceremony yet.
Yeah, I mean, like, I plan to do it in my own time.
Properly.
Yeah.
Because I just...
Clearly.
Because that's always the tricky question because like I'm like yeah, but no, but yes.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Not really, but yeah. Well, would you do so? Is there a religious? Do you have a religious background? Is it in Burma? Like, is there like
No.
Buddhist or what's the?
Yeah. It's a Buddhist country,
Right.
but my dad's really really flexible with the way he explains Buddhism is kind of like.
So he practices.
Yeah. So there's a lot of what do you call it? Superstition side of things, which he doesn't believe in.
Right.
You know, but like
Like what's it called? Being reborn and stuff like that.
Well, basically, as far as I know, there's a certain set of rules, and if you can apply it and it makes you a better person, follow it. If it doesn't, don't follow it.
Yeah.
So it's as simple as that. If it and then so I've kind of been living by that as not intentionally, but just not being a dick.
Yeah.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
That's your
That's
It's a pretty good actual philosophy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just in general, don't be a dick.
Yeah.
When are you gonna start?
I'm working on it, man. The struggle is real.
Yeah.
I think we do all right.
Yeah.
What do you think?
For the most part.
Yeah, I try to make amends if I do.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
because it's usually to my wife
right.
more than anything. Like I try to be pretty polite to people.
I know you're a
But-
nice guy.
Especially
You're a
office.
good guy.
Oh, thanks, mate. And you.
But I mean, all that stuff like putting your trolley away at the supermarket and and being polite to people and all
Clean
that
the shit off the bowl.
Yeah, some people don't do any of that.
No, you're right.
You know what I mean? And they're dicks.
That's it. Them being a dick. Yeah. You know what I've been.
Or being rude to people in the gym that are smaller than you.
Yeah.
All that what we were talking about before.
Yeah.
You know,
That bodybuilding behaviour.
There's no point.
No, that's just insecurity on that person's part.
Right.
Don't you think? Just
Yeah.
I'm the big fish now, and this is my time. So you're gonna, I'm gonna.
You have to bow and scrape like I had to get here.
Yeah, or
That's it.
how I feel inside.
Right.
It's session. I meditate, and one of the reasons is because I'm insane, but also because obsessive thoughts. Like the Buddhists talk about monkey chatter, and one of the things I've been obsessing about lately is people not thanking me when I stop at a zebra crossing for them. And I know it's the law, and you're not allowed to run them over, but I find it really ungracious when people walk across without even looking to see if you're going to stop, and don't acknowledge you for stopping.
Yeah.
Like they're not asking me to stop, so it's the same with what's the same with a door opening, right? When I was really juiced up and angry, because I've been my parents told me to be polite, so like it's a real conflict. I'm juiced up and angry, I want to fight everything, but I've been given this upbringing where I've got to be polite. So I'd open doors for people. When they don't acknowledge, I'll be, you fucking cunt.
What is it?
Didn't you see what I just did for you?
Yeah. And how are you dealing with that?
Obviously not.
What about,
do you get any of that? Do you get any of that?
When you're driving and you stop and let someone go.
Let someone pass.
And they usually they'll just give you a
just
thanks. But if they don't, you're like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. Do you see?
Thanks.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I am like that too.
Yeah.
But they should. They
should.
are being a dick.
They're being a dick. You're being a dick though. Then if you react like that,
you need to let them know they've been a dick.
That's right. You need to let them know how self-righteous you are.
Oh dear.
The same with the door thing, right? Like, so I really tried not to do it lately. When I'd open the door and I would get ignored, I'd say thanks for that.
Yeah.
And it really embarrassed Gabriella because same with lifts, right? You would live in an apartment building. I used to live on Golden Street, the city mansions. There's a lot of apartments, right? You get in, you see these people, you see them every day. So I'd always say, hi, how are you today? And some people would just ignore you, would look straight ahead and just ignore you. And I'd be like, Gab, there'd be three people in the lift, me, Gab, and this person. I'd look around and I'd say, and Gab would just go, fucking don't. I'd say, do you see, that guy just ignored me. I said, he must be really miserable. I'd say stuff like that. He must be really miserable to just ignore someone in his own building. And she'd be like,
if I was standing there with you instead of Gab, I'd be like, I'd just carry on that chat. I'd say, yeah, you probably need to get laid.
Yeah, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I did it one time. This guy, and I said, "A bad day, is it?" And he started breaking down. Said, "It's been a really bad year." I was like, probably fucking dying or something.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Still fucking don't have to be rude and ignore
Yeah,
me,
true
can't
that.
it? Yeah, fucking
Motherfucker.
say hello, can't you?
Yeah. Selfish. Very selfish.
But the thing is that the lesson we all should all learn from that is
Don't endorse people.
No. You don't know what people are going through.
No, you don't. Good point.
And everyone goes through shit
Yeah.
at certain stages of their life. So
Yeah.
it could be something as bad as someone their partner just died, or you don't know what it could be. You know,
Yeah.
it could be something, or a life-threatening disease, or they could have just stubbed their toe that day,
Yeah.
or gotten up late for work.
Yeah, I think don't be a dick is a good philosophy, and combined with just try to be kind. Just try to be kind to people.
Because probably on a bigger scale, what actually pissed you off doesn't really matter. It won't matter in 2 years.
No, that's right.
Won't matter in a day.
No,
2 weeks.
and it's that stuff where, you know, like, how dare you for not acknowledging me? It's just ego, isn't it? You just
You just wanted a little stroke.
yeah,
Yeah.
well, a few strokes.
3 strokes? 5 strokes.
Five. I probably good with 5. I felt a bit less than at the gym the other day though, because so they've got the new City Gym shirts. Have you got one?
Yeah.
I saw your baggy shirt. Is that what you're going to talk about?
No, it wasn't baggy.
no.
So what happened, right? So they've got the City Gym TV people there filming, right?
Right.
And they got Big Joe and Simon and a few of the other big guys putting shirts on and taking them off and filming them.
Right.
And they completely ignored me and Nick. Completely ignored us.
Mm.
And I was just thinking, well, that's me done, isn't it? You know? No, I felt a bit like it's the first time. We were just having a bit of a technical fault there. It's the first time since coming off all the supplementation that I thought, oh fuck, I wish I was big again. You know,
Right.
like because you know I used
to command attention.
I used to like that attention, good or bad, whether it was like, oh fucking steroid head, or oh wow man, yeah. And that's the first time I've really felt that thing of feeling a bit less than about it.
Right.
Yeah. Do you get any of that? Now that you're a bit older, a bit softer.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed that with the reduction in female attention.
Yeah,
compared to what it used to be.
interesting how you were
Phrased that.
phrased that very
Yeah.
carefully, very
I
carefully.
had to think about it for a couple of seconds. As you
Yes,
saw.
you have to remind yourself.
Yeah, but there's been it's changed.
It does change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not 25 anymore.
No. Although I forgot to tell you, and this will actually really cheer you up. So I'm training a girl at the gym the other day, and we all came down from. This client was waiting for me the other day,
Yes.
right? We'd all come down to training up the top,
Yeah.
all 4 of us, right? And as you guys were leaving, she said, "Who's that really big guy? Really good looking?" I said, "Who? Kev?" And he said, "Yeah, the one he's got a shaved head as well, but he's a lot younger looking." I said, "Motherfucker!"
Yes.
I think I tell him he'll be really happy. I said, "What the fuck? He's 47 at least." Yeah, are you kidding? So there you go. Still got it.
There we
Still
go.
got it, bro.
Still got it.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah. What do you do?
But no, I have noticed that.
Yeah.
And it's a change, and it's noticeable.
Well, it's like down the beach the other day.
That's right. They don't even give us a second look.
We were down the beach the other day, and we were leaving. There's a group of like young 18-year-old girls.
10 of them sitting in a circle.
Chatting and like as we were leaving, I go up and asked one. I said, "Can you take a photo of me and my partner?" Right, and which made us crack up straight away. And I said to the girl, "Oh, he's not really my partner. No, we're not really gay." And she looked at me with just complete, like, not even disdain, just complete blankness. So, and said, "Wouldn't matter if you were." I was just like,
and it was just he was trying to crack a joke.
yeah, I was trying to.
And we laughed, but
We laughed.
It was
There was
nothing.
nothing because we're just old men, just 2 old bald guys.
Too old, almost.
2 old. But the fact that she said, like, it wouldn't even matter if we were straight.
Okay.
Well, sorry, whoops. There's a fucking, there's a Freudian slip.
It wouldn't matter if you were a straight. Steve. It wouldn't matter to anyone.
No one cares.
Okay. Let me rephrase that. The fact that she, like, when we told her that we were straight, it was like, meh. Like she's just like, oh, I could care less.
Yeah.
You could be donkeys for all I care.
Yeah,
That's great.
None of them were sneaking
No.
side looks.
No.
At me.
Yeah, none of that shit.
No.
None of that shit. Not like in the old days, Kev. when Kev had a life bigger
Billboards.
than literally a billboard at the top of Oxford Street. You went around then. Black and white photo of him at the corner of Crown and Oxford. It's there for a long time, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, there's been a few. I actually did have a billboard in Melbourne too.
Did you really?
Body Science.
Body Science, yeah.
But it was like body shop,
Yeah.
mostly.
Yeah. I had a few, it was just my dick though.
On the back door of the toilet.
Erectile dysfunction allowed. No. Anyway. Have you used, that's too personal, isn't it?
You suffer from erectile dysfunction?
Roy gave me a Carvaject to try once. Have you ever used Carvaject?
No.
Okay. Do you know what it is? It's
Yeah.
an injection you inject into your dick when you can't get the hard on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't recommend it.
What do you inject? Like,
It's you haven't heard of it.
I've heard of it.
So it's like it was actually he knows more about it. than me.
Pre-Viagra.
He needs it more than I do, but like it's for predates Viagra. It comes in like a loaded pen, like an insulin pen,
Right.
and you inject it in your dick, and it's like for
Yeah. In the shaft of your dick, you put a tiny little prick.
in your tiny little prick.
And it grows into a giant fucking hammer.
Yeah,
Yes.
right.
Yeah.
And you can knock nails into the wall with it.
Yeah, but if you use too much, you could end up having to go to hospital and have your dick
Drained.
drained with blood.
If you
It
use
just
too
doesn't
much,
go down.
It doesn't go down.
Do you want some?
No.
Could be a new fucking revenue stream, man. Laps dick
Carvaject.
laps dick juice. That's a good
Lavajet.
love it. Laps dick juice.
Lapstick just can conjure up completely the wrong image.
Yeah. So you could order a spoiler for your WRX and some lap dick juice. Sorry.
Dick juice. DJ.
Dick juice.
Actually, that's a good DJ name.
What? Dick
DJ
juice.
DJ Dick Juice.
Dick juice. Just drop the DJ. Just
Dick Juice.
DJ. Dick juice. That's it.
That's it. That's it, man. I think you should roll with that.
Right. On that note,
Yeah.
it looks like we've come to the end. Of
Well,
this
we've got
podcast.
really stupid now, so that's probably time to
Yeah.
leave us. Any other? Do you want to shout out your Instagram and your website?
And the company, the car.
Oh, that's Fiberglass Body Kits Australia. My Instagram's Team WW.
Is that-
WW.
I thought so. It's not lap win. Okay, and where are you playing next? Do you know where you're playing next? If some of the fans from the Push want to come and see you.
Push. I was supposed to be at a gig tonight actually, but that got pulled. Probably Tuesday, Opera Bar. I'll be at Opera Bar Tuesday.
Be there.
You can run into. I've run into lap once or twice at the Opera Bar when I've been walking past and seen them there.
Oh, you were saying the Ice Cube. That's
Yeah.
right.
And just finally, we should just talk about the shred.
Oh, that's right.
The City Gym. Sorry,
Actually,
the Push.
There's no cuts. Oh, there's a little bit of tricep.
There is a bit of tricep. The Push Summer Shred is in full effect. We've got about 7 weeks left. December the 16th.
I think it's
is
only
when
6
finishes.
now.
Yep. Are you on board, lad?
Yeah.
Yeah, lap shredding. Can't you tell?
Yeah, I can tell his chest is moving.
His pecs are pulsating.
You could still join if you wanted to. If you post a before and after picture, pay the fee, and then you get entitled to the amazing WhatsApp group, which Kev's promised he's going to be more interactive with.
And the gift pack.
Gift pack.
Horse.
And we have to work out where our gala evening's going to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, get the assistants onto that.
Yeah, we will. We just got to get from under the desk. On that note, this is episode 38 of The Push. My name is Steve Machine Curran.
And I'm Big Daddy.
And a big thank you to Lapwin for joining us
Thank you.
today.
Thank you, lap.
Thank you, brother.
Thanks, mate.
All right.
Peace out.